Hey everybody, Simasic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, went out, did a little shopping for my friend's birthday, but of course, had to get myself some stuff too. One of the stores I stopped at was fill a bag for $3. You could just fill an entire bag full of VHS, only cost $3. Got him a lot of great stuff, but I got myself a lot of great stuff too, and here they are. First thing I picked up was this VHS, League of Their Own, the documentary. Now I love A League of Their Own, the movie. It is fantastic. I mean, it's so quotable. It's such a fun movie. So of course, getting the documentary was a no-brainer. Had to get this. This should be great. I love documentaries. I love the movie. I love the story. This is going to be awesome. Next VHS I picked up was The Changeling. I knew nothing about this. It was a complete blind buy, but I looked up some reviews on Amazon, and they were great. This got like a 5 out of 5 stars. Apparently, this is a fantastic movie. I cannot wait to watch it. Synopsis sounded cool. Had to grab it. Next up was A Day of the Triffids. I know nothing about this. I just thought, all the little dudes on the front running around looked pretty cool. Synopsis sounded interesting. This got mixed reviews on Amazon. It's only got like a 3-star rating. Some people said it was great. Some people said not so much. So I don't know, but for a couple cents, just figured what the hell, I'll pick it up, check it out. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Then a classic with All That Jazz. I love musicals, huge fan of them. Had to get this. I've heard great things. I've seen many documentaries about this. This is going to be great. This I'm super excited about. The Adventures of Kung Fu Rascals. This got great reviews online. Apparently this is just a bunch of cheeseball fun. I mean, look at that there. It's like a rock monster you can see attacking some people. This is going to be awesome. I'm actually one of the few times in my life that I'm actually upset that I'm doing too much straight of horror movies, because I really want to pop this in. If I wasn't doing that, I'd be watching this tonight, but got to stick with the horror theme. So this will be one of the first things I watch as soon as October's over. This is awesome. Then another classic here with Lawrence of Arabia. I have never seen this movie. Again, heard great things. I know it's a classic. Had to get it. Still trying to get a Lassie movie, so I picked up Lassie Come Home. Love Lassie. Grew up watching as a kid. The movies are fantastic. Just had to get it. Then some classic animation with Bruno the Kid, the animated movie. Oh yeah, there it is. Bruce Willis is an animated kid. This is just cheeseball. This came out like right when I started to get out of cartoons. I was getting a little bit too old for them. I did catch a couple episodes here and there on TV. I remember just being a bunch of cheesy fun, so I figured, gotta get the movie. Then I saved the best for last. As you guys know, I've been buying a lot of VHS lately, simply based on the fact that it has really cool artwork. Artwork that's better than the DVDs or the Blu-rays. A lot of VHS tapes out there like that. So I've been trying to get the original 6 Star Trek movies, because if you get them all, it comes with a really cool mural on the side. So today I grabbed Star Trek Motion Picture and Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan. So what does that mean? I now have the complete mural. Yes, that is awesome. I mean, look at that. Tell me if that's not cool. So this is all 6 murals that all 6 movies that make up the mural. Very, very cool. Very glad to have them all now. Best thing about it is the first 5 here. They are all unopened. The only one that's open here is Star Trek 6. But besides that, they're all unopened. Very, very cool. Now I got the entire mural. Awesome. Great buy. So that's it for what I bought today. All that was awesome. Plus all the stuff that I got for my friend for his birthday. A lot of great stuff I picked up. So happy to have finished off my Star Trek collection. Very cool. So now it's what I watched. So today I actually have 4 titles to talk about. And the first one is the soundtrack to The Dark Knight. Now, I really can't give this a fair review, simply because all it is the instrumental score to the movie. And there are a few movies out there where the score, is pretty good. I actually really like listening to it. I tap my toes, I hum along. But that's very few and far in between. There aren't many soundtracks out there that are simply just a film score that I really like. This one, I guess for what it is good, but this is very serious, dark, edgy music. I mean, it's Batman. What else would you expect? If you've seen Dark Knight, you know what kind of music's in it. So it's not really the type of music you just want to pop into your car and jam out to. It's not really uplifting. It's not upbeat. It's not like Disney music where if you listen to like an instrumental Disney song, you're still kind of humming along and getting into it, because it's very upbeat and happy and you like it. This, like I said, it's very dark, very serious, very edgy. It's very serious music. So I don't really see what interest somebody would have in this. Great movie, fantastic movie, love The Dark Knight. But just the soundtrack, for me anyway, it's nothing great. I'll probably never listen to this again. I'll admit, I was kind of bored listening to it in the car. A lot of times I really wanted to skip through a track, but I stuck it out, listened to the whole thing. The last track called A Dark Night's like 20 minutes long. That was kind of torture. So if this is your thing, if you like just instrumental scores, you might like it. It might actually be good. For me, it's just not my thing, but I guess for what it is, it's good. That's really all I can say about it. Now for my Halloween Horror-thon titles of the night. First one I watched was the commentary for Brothers Grimm. Love this movie. This movie is just so fantastic. Mixture of horror, fantasy, comedy, like sci-fi even. It's a great movie. This has commentary by Terry Gilliam, who is a director, from Monty Python. It's actually a very odd commentary, because Terry Gilliam, he kind of rips the movie apart. I mean, he says nice things about the actors. He seems to really like all the actors and actresses in the movie. Thinks they're great. Has nothing but nice things to say about them. But he does kind of tear the movie apart. He basically just, I don't think he really wanted to do it. He even said that. He even said he wasn't really interested in the script. I don't know why he did this movie, because he just kind of seemed like he just did it for the sake of doing it. He really had no interest. He could have really cared less about the film. That's what I got from listening to the commentary. So definitely odd commentary on this movie, but it was good. You learned some great things about the movie. You learned a lot of things about the actors. It was interesting to listen to, especially since you're listening to a movie or listening to commentary about a guy who didn't seem to really want to do the movie, which I thought was interesting. Usually you hear guys saying how much he loves the movie and how great the movie is and how much fun he had doing it, whereas Terry Gilliam was just kind of like, meh, I really could have cared less. So again, fantastic movie. I recommend everybody see it. And if you want to hear a really interesting commentary, check it out. Next up was another commentary track, and that was the commentary for Van Helsing. Another great film. Love it. Done by the same guys who did the Mummy movies. It's just a fantastic film. Again, full of a lot of fantasy and horror and just action. Great movie. But like I said, listen to the commentary for it. And the commentary, it was decent. Pretty much your typical commentary. You just learn a lot about the movie. It really wasn't anything necessarily special, I would say. But, it was just fun to listen to how they did stuff. They talk a lot about the CGI in the movie. Talk about, apparently at least two, if I remember correctly, at least two stunt people got pretty hurt during this movie. I think they talk about, a lot of the characters, or the actors did a lot of their own stunts. They just tell you a lot about the movie. If you're interested in the movie, I would definitely say check it out. Again, it's nothing necessarily special, but you do definitely learn a lot about the movie and what went into making it. So if you like Van Helsing, I would definitely check it out. And then last up, of course, as you all probably have guessed by now, was A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Now, before I talk about this, let me say something. I've been getting a lot of comments lately, and I think some people missed this. When I talked about, the first time I started watching these, where I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, I did mention that I have seen the entire franchise all the way through a few times. I've owned the box set now for a number of years. I've at least seen the whole franchise all the way through at least, I think, twice now. So I have seen them all, but I've been getting comments recently about people saying, oh, wait till you get to this movie, and oh, have you seen this? And, just comments that make me assume that people don't understand that I have seen the entire franchise. I'm just rewatching it. It has been a few years since I've actually sat down and watched the entire series back to back. So that's what I'm doing now. But I have seen every movie, every Nightmare on Elm Street movie, every Freddy movie. I'm a huge fan, so I have seen them all. Just wanted to reiterate that. So now on to Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Good movie. I did enjoy it. Basically just a sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which I loved. But this movie, I would say, not quite as good as 3. Obviously the first movie, fantastic. Part 2, not so hot. 3, I thought was great. And 4, again, it feels like this. It does feel like the sequel to 3, whereas 3 was great, loved 3, and then 4 comes along, and it's just like, it's an okay sequel. Freddy is back to his cheeseball one-liner self, which I love. There's a lot of great characters in the movie. Definitely, again, as I said, to me, Part 2 just sort of seems like its own movie that really has nothing to do with the series in my mind. It just sort of seems out there to me. So this does feel like a Part 3 to me, where, 1 was great, 3, I loved it, definitely felt like a good sequel, and then 4 came along and, just felt like a Part 3, basically, where, it's not as good as the first 2, but it's still enjoyable. So if you like, the Freddy movies, you're definitely going to check this out. It was a fun movie, full of a lot of great stuff. it's definitely worth a watch, but again, not as good as 1 or 3, but definitely better than 2. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Got a lot of great stuff. Definitely a great day for shopping. You know, got a lot of great stuff for my friend and myself as well. I did videotape it, my shopping experience, so I will post that next week. I'll have to obviously wait till after his birthday party, you know, after he gets his gifts to post it, but stay tuned for that. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.